Good afternoon, Colorado. Welcome to a hump day edition of What's for Lunch. I'm your host, Larry Hers, and today I am fired up because I got my boy Jay here from Zaidy's and David. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Larry.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So, Jason and I go back 26-ish years, and he goes back, knows my wife her whole life, right?
Yeah, so like 52 years. I know your wife. She's not even that old, but I've known you for a long time.
So give us a little history of Zaidy's Deli.
See, my dad started Zaidy's Deli downtown. He was in the travel business forever. My entire family's kind of foodies.
What year is this?
85. We started downtown and realized that downtown was really just a lunch. Back in those days, it was just
absolutely.
lunch. Courthouse was big. We were on Tremont. But then he decided that Cherry Creek was probably a better situation. There was a lot going on at that time. So in 92, we bought the space that we're still in, and we've been sort of serving Jewish deli fare for 28 years in that space.
And you've
Still
worked there,
going. And I've worked there for 26 of those years.
and I'm sure it's just been you.
And it's been
you and Dad just getting along great.
just-
Never any fighting.
Exactly. Well, I mean, as long as you've been in the restaurant business, it's not the easiest. It's not the easiest business,
No.
and especially
you
since
have
this
family.
pandemic has come. Actually, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because, and I'll let David talk to this more, but
Okay.
we were already thinking about rebranding, shaping what deli was, because so many generations now have not really been introduced to or
Yes.
even lived through sort of deli style of fare. So we were already in the process of trying to switch that all up, and when this came in, the pandemic swept. We were like, let's stay open, let's work through rebranding, reshaping what we're doing, keep a lot of the same things, and
Where exactly are you located in Cherry Creek?
we are right a block east of the Cherry Creek Mall on Adams and First. It's in a little shopette next to Dependable Cleaners. And God, we've been there just forever. A lot of changes. There is ample parking. I know that people are deterred by the parking. We do have some parking in the back and in front.
David, what's your role there?
Well, I was with Zaidy's about 4 years ago. Originally came in to buy it from Gerard about 8 years ago, and then ended up working for them as part of sort of a process of learning the business. And then as the 3 years went by, there was some uncertainty whether Zaidy's would stay open, and the lease was sort of a short term, so I stepped out for about 4 years, and then Jason and I reconvened really right before COVID hit, along with an executive chef, Kurt Eggers, who's over there, and the three of us came together and we started dreaming, and we thought, what can we do to reinvent Zaidy's Deli, reinvent Jewish Deli, bring it to a younger audience, and most of our customer base are a little older, and we try to meet all their needs still, but we've come to learn that the next generation is looking for a healthier perspective on deli, and there's a huge number of young people who really know nothing of Jewish deli.
Yes.
They just don't even know what
I would say
is.
the office here, all my coworkers have never heard of or tried anything on this table, really.
And we're training some new staff this week, and they don't know what a latke is. They don't know what a knish is. They've never heard of a latke. Or chopped liver.
Let's talk about all the food you brought me for lunch today, because there's a lot to run through.
We some of our signature sort of desserts are these. We get arugula from California. That's one of the only items we don't make in-house.
And so for those of you who have never been to Zaidy's, you have to save room for dessert. There's nobody that I can think of in town that bakes as many different pastries as you guys do, and they're all great.
Yeah, I mean, we're working with some new bakers and trying some new things, but like our sour cream coffee cake, and our banana bread are signature items. Our carrot cake, signature item. We have crescent cookies. Kurt's making individual cheesecakes, which are great. And our signature, coleslaw and potato salad is signature deli fare. Pasta salad. Pretzel's a baked pita. It's a pita chip that is great with anything. It is messy, but it's great. Chopped livers and hummus are signature sort of items. Chopped livers, chicken liver, and
I used to help my bubby. She had a hand grinder, and with her arthritis, she couldn't. So I would do the hand grinding for her.
I still have that meat grinder somewhere in the bottom of my kitchen cabinet.
And this is the first episode. So this is episode 74. This is the first time where I've asked for a special request. Not that he wouldn't have brought it anyway, but I'm like, I haven't had his latke Reuben in a while. So I DM'd him and I said,
latkes are it's a potato pancake made with grated onions and potatoes, little egg, and then in between is whatever you'd find at a traditional Reuben. You've got corned beef, sauerkraut, Russian dressing, Swiss cheese. It's a big item that we sell. Our signature sandwiches are a corned beef and a pastrami sandwich, grilled with Russian dressing, coleslaw, cheese, and then a turkey. It's like a turkey Reuben, but it's got coleslaw on it. Russian.
This is right
it's
up
the
my
number
alley.
2. I think they had a special. Was it Larry David on the? Didn't he have the number 2? It was this. It's basically this sandwich: turkey, Russian dressing, coleslaw.
And we make the turkey in-house. We make the corned beef in-house.
And the egg salad and the chicken. These are egg salad and tuna. Same. We make the tuna in-house. Albacore tuna. We make the egg salad. So everything we make in-house.
And then when you sit down at the table at a Jewish deli, you get pickles.
You get pickles, but with the COVID, it's a little different.
You can't.
got to bring a wrapped pickle. It's not on the table, right?
Interesting.
So it's a little bit different, and that's one of the challenges in this atmosphere.
When there's a debate in the world about latkes, and I'm on your side. Because some people do the really thick, really crunchy ones,
Right.
and you do the pancake style. This is my choice in latkes.
Yeah, I like them. I like them both ways. Like it's almost like a village in, it's almost like a side of potatoes.
Right. It's like get your sandwich, but with a latke instead.
But for a latke Reuben, the really crispy one doesn't really work.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
too
the
much.
one that works.
Right, but
'Cause you want more of the other
where,
stuff.
where a crispy one might also work with an egg on top, also. Right.
Yeah.
So,
but
so
then you're
we're-
knifing and forking it.
Right, and we're
This
going to play around with that a little bit,
Right.
and we're going to try to develop
No, you
some
can pick that
some
up with your
old,
hand.
Oh, I'm picking it up. Bet I am.
some knishes and some new dishes with the Jewish theme involved.
Yeah.
In mind.
So I've taken people from this office and tried to educate them on, this is a knish, and just they're so afraid of this food that they don't know, and it's comfort food, and it's not so much we call it Jewish food, but it's really Eastern European, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Eastern European. A lot of it comes Eastern European, and those recipes were brought over 3-4 generations before us.
Yeah.
And that's what we were served, right? Every family event, every holiday we went, and these were some of the foods that we had, whether it was Hanukkah and latkes, or if it was your brisket, on a high
Hanukkah.
holiday or whatever, or Hanukkah, we just grew up with it. A lot of people didn't grow up with it. So we know this fare. We'd love to introduce more people to sort of the savory.
What's your website?
ZaidysDeli.com,
Your phone number?
303-333-5336.
Do you take reservations?
No need.
No need.
You
Okay.
can come in. We
Call
are
them.
we
Do you
are
do-
having people sit in the restaurant. We're at about 50% capacity. We've had to
you-
spread everybody out.
Have you expanded the patio?
And we did. We put up a great awning. It took us a couple
Okay.
times to get it right, but it's covered. And coming up on the Jewish holidays, we're planning to do for the Jewish holiday of Sukkot. We're going to do some dinners out there. We're hoping
Nice.
that people will come with their families and do some family-style dinners and just sort of bring people together in the community. And that's what Zaidy's really is about. It's about community.
Are you doing delivery?
Yes, we do delivery.
Yeah, we do.
Third party or your own?
We do our own.
Okay.
We're not
Right.
too good. We've never put it in a third. We've tried it a while back, but we have in-house it's a lot of pick up and sit down, but the deliveries we do in-house from our own outfit. It's just easier that way.
Well, in case you haven't seen the smile on my face, this is food that makes me happy. You know, it just reminds me of so many family occasions, and I love that you came in today. I basically,
Thanks for having us.
Stalked him till he came in. I'm like, I have to have Rudy here. There's no way I could do the show without.
That's
getting
true.
you guys
For the
on.
last 3 years, we were coming here. So, yeah, check it out. Come over. Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you my baby. This is what I go there for. This is the latke Reuben. This is one of the best sandwiches in all of Colorado. If you've never had a latke Reuben, go to Zaidy's Cherry Creek. Thank you so much for coming in, boys. Good to see you.
having
Good
us.
to meet you,
So
David.
good.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of What's for Lunch. Let's eat.
That sounded good too.